Hello traders out there in Traderland, D7 here with Grok Trade. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well. This is the weekend edition, good through Sunday. September 8th, 2019, and the markets in the day mostly bullish on a Friday. Dow higher, S&P higher. However, Nasdaq laggy and the small caps, Russell's 2000 very laggy. And crude oil, I want to look at that one, but the crude oil is higher by 0.6%. Silver down by 3%, guys. Gold down a bit, but fear dropping. VIX dropping 8%. We're at 15. Bitcoin over 10,000. Okay, let's take a look here at the markets. And man, guys, check this out. Okay, the daily chart, we're above the moving averages on the S&P 500. We're above the moving averages. That's a good sign because we went down, and we stayed in this lower echelon below the moving averages at a support line. Guys, I really thought the S&P 500 was going to start. We had a better chance of dropping than going higher. But the last 3 trading days were very important. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We popped back higher. Now we are above the moving averages. The weekly chart, if you look here at the weekly chart, this is what was so important to me, guys. We had this bearish divergence on the MACD. Support candles on the weekly charts on the S&P 500 up right here. Support broken, now acting as resistance. But this past week, we were at resistance. Last 3 days, it pushes us above that area. What was support, now acting as resistance, now is above resistance. Guys, it's healing itself. It's like something magical has taken place. Last 3 days, they heal itself, technically speaking. I'm a technical analyst. Been doing this well over 2 decades. Last 3 days was really important to the markets. And I'll show you the monthly. Now, we're only 8 days into this, okay? So we can't put any weight on this. But remember on my last video to round out August, we said we went down, but we came right back up. And I thought, whoa, this is looking like it's wanting to go higher. Well, so far, 1 week into the month, we've gone higher. We're at major resistance. So we're not out of the woods yet. We're still at resistance, and we could sell off. The big benefit that we have here is the weekly chart. The weekly chart has already got up above the moving averages, got up above this trend line, which is now above resistance. This could tell us that we have upside potential going into the future. If you look here at the daily chart, this is the daily S&P 500, we continue in a big uptrend. We're above the moving averages. As long as we're in an uptrend above the moving averages, that is a good thing. If you look here at the diamonds, you can see the same thing. We're up, we're above moving averages, and we're kind of in a rising wedge here. Nasdaq is showing weakness. So we've popped up above moving averages, showing a little bit of weakness here. But small caps, this is Russell's 2000. We are still caught up in the moving averages. This is of concern to me because we're in a down trend. You can see here we have lower swing highs, lower swing lows. We got trend lines going south, okay? So this could arguably be a falling wedge, but here's the deal. We're caught up in the moving averages. Again, this is a daily chart. You can see the D. Down in the descriptions, I use a software program called TradingView. There's a link there. You can check them out if you want to. But that's a lot of people ask, what am I using? What is Mark Meerkat using? And that's what we're using is that service. And the link's down in the description. But see how we're caught up in the moving averages right there? I don't like that for small caps because that's leading the charge. If we're going to get really bullish going into the future, I want to see this getting really bullish, busting through resistance, but we're not doing that. We're just caught up with a lot of uncertainty. Right smack dab in the moving averages. Watch the Russell's 2000. That will tell us what we can expect. Matter of fact, if I go here, I want to show you the weekly chart on the Russell's 2000. Do you see how we went down here to support and we bounced? We're in the apex of a symmetrical triangle. See this? Big symmetrical triangle. And we're going higher. So this is telling me we're going north. We have a better chance of going higher on the larger time frame, which is really interesting to see. Nasdaq, I'm going to go back to Nasdaq, look at the weekly chart, see what that's showing us. You can see this, we're going higher. We had this low base. Watch this. If I get rid of last week's candlestick, we went down and it's a low base. That's bad news, guys. This week we do that. Boom. That's even on dismal job reports. We missed estimates. And nonetheless, we go higher. That's really important. So let's watch this. Let's take a look here at financials. This is the financials daily down here. Financials. XLF. X-ray, lamp, Frank. And we're up. We are above the moving averages right now, but we're extended like it's wanting to relax, the financials. We're caught up in a big triangle. We could get a lot of choppiness going into the future. If I go here to the weekly chart, okay, the weekly, you can see we're in a symmetrical triangle, but do you see how the price action is staying above the center of that symmetrical triangle? If you were to take the apex of it and come across, most of the price action is above opposed to below. Are you following me? So that's and we're starting to head north here. So this thing could go higher. It could go higher. Could go higher. And if you go to the US dollar, I always like to take a look at this. Is the daily, weekly. That's the weekly. I want to go to the daily chart. The US dollar. So this is the US dollar. Support broken. So that's not good. Okay. Even though this looks like a nice bull pullback with the doji, we should go higher. I think we will go higher, but I think it'll be short-lived. I think we'll stay below this trend line and probably continue to go southbound on the U.S. dollar. If so, the markets, crude oil, all commodities out there, including the equities and stocks, should in fact find favor with a weak dollar. Crude oil. Now this one, guys, I'm big time bullish on crude oil right now. Symmetrical triangle broke out. So Thursday, we dropped, and this would have been a great place to see that reverse. But what happened is on Friday we held this up, so it got down and rallied higher. Now we're above moving averages. I think that crude oil has a big time chance of going bullish here, going into the future. And if you look here at the weekly chart, let's see what the weekly is showing us. Let's see what crude is showing us. So we had this symmetrical triangle. See this? Symmetrical triangle. We broke support on the weekly chart on the crude oil. We stayed here. We had resistance, but then we healed itself. We gapped down and ran up. Death hook. But on the positive side, this could get really bullish and quickly, guys, on the weekly chart. So I'm bullish on what I'm seeing technically on crude oil. And here's the monthly. We're condensing. Look for that to go higher. Crude oil looks like it could be very, very good. Now, let me tell you what I'm bearish on. I'm bearish on silver. I think it's had its run. Up. Everything was great. We closed down. Not interested right now in gold and silver. This is a good time to be looking to unload it, take some profits. If you look here at the weekly chart, we had an extended run. Now we have a reversal pattern, a bearish thrusting to the downside, and we have on the MACD a crossover with a negative tick on the weekly chart on the histogram. So bearish on silver. Same for gold. Gold's dropping. I'd be taking some profits there. If you look at the weekly chart, also dropping. VIX is going down. We're coming to a support line, but this is VIX is going lower. If you look here at the weekly, fear has dropped down to 15. Caught up in the moving averages there. And Bitcoin is sideways. But on Bitcoin, and I do hold Bitcoin, this is the weekly chart, okay? You go up, big bullish pennant at resistance. Look for that to break out. I'm looking for a sizable run here on Bitcoin to the upside. Everything is technically really strong. If you look here at the daily chart on Bitcoin, you'll see a high base. Up, high base above moving averages. Look for that to break out. I think the first area will hit at 11,200 for Bitcoin. And if it can get above that, we could be at, hard telling where we could be. Hard telling, but that looks like things are setting up bullish on Bitcoin. And check out the monthly. Monthly is pretty exciting, actually. I know we're only 1 week into it, but we have this big symmetrical triangle up at resistance. We're staying at resistance, and it's threatening to break out of resistance. If so, man, we could be at 20,000, guys, last time we got there. So if this is a true triangle breakout, boom, we should get there fairly quickly. So that's it. All right, now, question for you all. We are looking at maybe doing something that I think is kind of fun. So I run one of the nation's largest trading groups, and through meetup.com, and it's 500 people strong. It's pretty good size. And one thing that we're looking to do is start having our meetings online. And we have a service that allows us to have our meetings online. If you would like, and we're thinking, usually it's Saturday mornings, and around 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern, that'd be 6 a.m. Pacific on Saturday mornings, and they last right around an hour or two. And so the question is, would you guys be interested, and I'm opening this up to the Grok trade people here, would you be interested in joining us? If so, say you're interested down in the comments, interested. And as I'm looking to start doing these once a month on a Saturday morning with Mark the Mirror Cat. Who knows, we might do it next Saturday. Everyone chips in $10, and we bring in different speakers, those who are economists, those who are, they're not like speakers. These are just people in our group who have a lot of knowledge, and we like to be able to get information from a lot of different people. And if you feel like that you have you're highly competent in some areas where you have a lot of value to deliver, feel free to shoot me an email at des, at groktrade.com. And we could work you into giving us a 10-minute, a 15-minute little presentation on something that could bring great value to the group as a whole. And so anyway, we look at the markets more in depth. We take our time. So think about what the little bits that you learn from my little 10, 15-minute videos, and think about 2 hours of this with different ideas and different thoughts and getting more macro than micro. If that's something you're interested in, just say, man, I'd probably be interested. I just want to get a feel from you guys in the descriptions on YouTube or wherever you're watching this. You're on LinkedIn or Facebook, wherever you're watching this, or Twitter if you see that. Just respond. Yeah, I'd like to be part of the meetup. Yeah, so if you'd like to be part of our trading club group, fantastic. We'd like to have you in. So that's it. Let me know if that's something. The other thing that I think we're going to do is we're going to do a webinar on day trading. And if you're interested in sitting in about an hour of a webinar on day trading, just if you say interested in just specifically in day trading and not the club meeting, then that just put day trading interest. Okay, just put that. So that's it. We're trying to give more value, to connect more people, have more of an opportunity to learn from one another, and bring it online so more people can be involved. So hope you all are doing well, and that is it. Thanks for hanging out. If you made it to the end, said made it. So we'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.